Yannick. I've jotted that down. If I find anything at all, I'll call you again.
Okay, so we call them Sin. What happens if we call it again?
No one's answering. I'll try again later.
That is what's happening. Oh. So, we have a broken cylinder here. We should glue it. And we have glue it. And now? You should play it.
There's no sound. I must have forgotten something.
That we forgot, my friends, is this. This is a long round, so I'm gonna mute my mic and you can listen to the text.
November 1878. I have just come back to Budapest, exhausted, and no longer have the strength to write. I shall therefore dictate this journal to stamp in my memory the tragic events I experienced in Vladoviste. My struggle with Dracula concluded in a stalemate. The Count will certainly not come after me in Budapest, but I had to flee far from his land. If I were to return, I'd be immediately arrested as an accomplice to murder. In his Transylvanian stronghold, Dracula is untouchable. His will is law, and no one disobeys him. He does occasionally change his hunting ground, for he is hungry for new prey. That is the reason he bought a house in Budapest. Fate caused him to choose as his notary my friend Bjorn Hartner, then to desire his wife and take flight with her. With Bjorn, he set out in pursuit of the accursed couple. I quickly understood that the Count was drawing Luciana onto the path of the dragon. By an engagement present, he wanted to offer her eternity. We followed the lovers from city to city, but unfortunately, we were always one step behind. And when, at last, our long chase led us to Vladoviste, we didn't even have time to enter the Count's castle before the horror struck us. We were staying at the inn. My room communicated with Bjorn's. In the night, I heard Luciana's voice calling out to her husband. My friend, neither ignoring or rather refusing to accept what his wife had become, invited her up to join him. His imprudence might be fatal. Luciana would have bled her husband dry if I hadn't intervened. I battered down the door between our rooms and pierced the vampire's heart. I urged Bjorn to leave the inn immediately, but he remained prostrate and refused to follow me. As I had feared, my friend was arrested and indicted for the murder of his wife. I learned he died in his cell. The papers spoke of suicide, but I discerned in his death the work of the Count, whose influence extends into the prisons. Prudence obliged me to return to Budapest as quickly as possible. I forced myself, nonetheless, to visit Luciana's grave and deal with her corpse according to the ritual. I didn't want to leave without the absolute certainty that she'd lie in eternal peace. As for her master and lover, Count Dracula, I admit that I shrunk back from him. Others will come, I hope, to resume the combat. It is for them that I preciously conserve my archives on the path of the dragon. For me, the fight is over.
I can't believe it. The note on the side of the cylinder says that the professor's grandfather made the recording. I'm starting to understand why he was so obsessed with Dracula. He was brought up in a vampire-fearing environment, and he grew up with the enormous burden of having to keep a portrait of the vampire secret. The more I discover, the more surreal this whole story becomes. But I would be immensely disappointed to leave the investigation before actually seeing the painting.
So, let's continue. So, we shall go somewhere. We shall... I think we should call the museum.
No one's answering. I'll try again later.
Shouldn't. Should talk to Adam, perhaps.
Does the Path of the Dragon remind you of anything?
Yes, it does. But where did you hear about it?
I heard it on the wax cylinder. It looks like the professor's grandfather recorded it.
The Path of the Dragon is just a legend about an initiation journey. Aspiring vampires had to follow this ritual in order to meet Dracula, the dragon. Different people have different theories about how humans become vampires. Some people say you just have to be bitten. Others say that you have to drink vampire blood.
And what do you think?
I don't think anything of it. Vampires are just a figment of the imagination.
Sometimes legends last because they're grounded in some way in reality.
The myth may have started with illnesses such as porphyria. The symptoms are similar: a pale complexion, bloodshot eyes, receding gum lines, and sun intolerance. During plague epidemics, it is also said that people were in such a hurry to bury bodies that they forgot to check if they were really dead. And when the poor guys buried alive managed to extricate themselves from their tombs, the terrified population thought they were ghosts. And then they stuck stakes into their hearts, killing them once and for all.
I've already heard these stories, but I find this recording really disturbing, and the professor really sounded terrified.
I'm surprised, Ellen. You shouldn't be taking Vanbury's flights of fancy so seriously.
You're right. I spend too much time reading. This incredible missing painting tale must be getting to me.
Yeah, I guess so.
I talked about Knayak with the Metropolitan. No one's found anything conclusive.
I'm not surprised. My research hasn't come up with anything either. The only way to find the paintings is to go back on the Budapest trail.
Friedland, the suspect, is dead. The only thing they have is an encoded message written on a strip of paper. No one's been able to decipher it yet.
A strip of paper? Maybe there isn't any connection, but in my bedroom there's a scatali, an encryption device in the form of a cylinder.
Yes, I know how it works.
You should try it. You seem to be good at clearing up mysteries.
So let's try that, guys. In his room. Aha. Okay.
This is the Cytel Adam told me about. Yannick Tev. Kif Han S. Okak 734 110 Fatih. Istanbul. Yannick Tevkifan Sokak 7 34 110 Fatih, Istanbul. Why did Friedland, the man who was arrested in Budapest, have Yannick's address on him? And why was the address encoded?
Yeah. We should find out, to be earnest. So let's go and find out. Should I talk to Adam about it? I'm not sure. I haven't come this far before, but let's go. We should talk to the museum about it.
It's Ellen again.
There must be some new developments.
Exactly. Friedland, the Budapest prisoner, had an encoded message in his belongings. I managed to decipher it. It's the address of someone named Yannick in Istanbul.
Ellen, have you ever been to Turkey?
No.
Well, here's your opportunity. Go and pay a visit to this man. If he's a descendant of the painter Kanayek, he might be able to give you information on the portrait. Also, try to get more information on his connection with Friedland, but be careful.
Very well.
Ouch. Should I? I'm not sure. So, let's do this.
I am not leaving before saying goodbye to Adam.
Oh, Adam is important. Okay then.
I have to go to Istanbul. We might have found a man from the Kanayek family. Kanayek is the painter who painted the portrait.
Budapest, Whitby, and now Turkey. And to think that I thought that working for museums was really boring. From the time I've known you, I've had nothing but surprises.
I would have preferred to visit Istanbul under different circumstances. The man I have to meet there might have been in contact with the thief who died in Budapest.
It's a disturbing coincidence. Kaniak's descendant could thus be an accomplice in the Vanbury collection robbery.
That's possible. And if it turns out to be true, I'll have to be careful.
I would have liked to be your escort, but I have to stay here until the professor's inheritance is settled. But I would be really happy if you could keep me posted on this affair.
I will.
Take care of yourself, Ellen.
You too, Adam.
Are they getting married soon? We should never know, guys. I am at the hotel, I guess. So we should open this box here. Take some pills. Camera. I see. So, this is Turkey.